topic, radius ratio. Ratio of radius of cation and radius of anion, that's all. Ratio of radius of cation divided by radius of anion. This is radius ratio. The structure of an ionic compound depend upon the stoichiometry and size of the ions. The structure of ionic compound depends stoichiometry. What do you mean by stoichiometry here? That number of atoms or ions and the size of the ions. Generally, ionic compounds or bigger anions are present in close packed arrangement. Already I explained what is close packed arrangement. In fruit stalls, fruits are arranged in a certain manner, closely packed. Like that, anions also arranged in close packed arrangement and cations occupies voids. Voids means empty space. So between the anions some empty space are there. In that empty space cations are occupying. So ratio of radius of cation and anion, that is this ratio plays an important role in determining the structure. Radius of cation divided by radius of anion. The following table shows that relation between radius ratio and the structural arrangement. Please see this table. If this is the radius ratio, means that is radius ratio value is present between 0.155 to 0.225, means usually coordination number 3 for this radius ratio. Coordination number 3 means its structure may be trigonal planar. Example for that B2O3. If radius ratio value is 0.225 to 0.414, means coordination for that is 4. Coordination number 4 means its structure is tetrahedral. Example is zinc sulfide. If radius ratio is 0.414 to 0.732, means its coordination number may be 6. Coordination number 6 means octahedral. Example for that NaCl. If radius ratio value 0.7 means coordination number 8. Coordination cubic. Example for that cesium chloride. From this topic we are understanding ratio helps structure. It is directly related with its structure. If you know, means we can tell the coordination number. If you know the coordination number, means we can tell the structure. Next heading, stoichiometric defects in ionic solids. That is, stoichiometric defect is further classified into two. One is Scotty, another one Frenkel. That topic only we are going to learn. Stoichiometric defects. This topic I will explain you later, that is after finishing this Scotty defects and Frenkel defects. After finishing we can see this paragraph, then you can easily understand this paragraph. So next one, Scotty defect. Scotty defects. Scotty defect arises due to missing of ions, that's all. Scotty defect means this defect arises due to missing of ions. See this picture. negative ion, positive ion, negative ion, positive ion alternately arranged. In this picture, in this place negative ion is missing and in this place positive ion is missing. So here number of cation, number of missing of cation is equal to number of missing of anion, that is all. So Schottky defect arises due to missing of, who is missing, equal number of cation and anion. If one cation is missing means for balancing that one anion also missing. So equal number of cation and anion from the crystal lattice. So the effect does not change the stoichiometry of the crystal because it won't affect the stoichiometry of the crystal because number of missing of cation and anion are same. See example NaCl. 1000 Na and 1000 Cl is present means actually that is stoichiometry. In this crystal one sodium is missing means 999 sodium, and in this chlorine one chlorine is missed means 999. So ratio will not change because both are equal only. If you cancelled means you will get 1 1 only, that is the formula of the NaCl is NaCl only. It doesn't affect the stoichiometry of the crystal because number of missing of cation and anion are same, that only given here. Ionic solids in which cation and anion are almost similar size, next important point. In this defect exist ionic solids which contains cation and anion are almost similar size. In that type of ionic solids only this type defects exist. Totally 3 points only I explained. First point, this defect arises missing of equal number of cation and anion. Second point, it does not affect the stoichiometry. Second point, cation and anion are almost similar size. Cation and anion are almost similar size. Presence of large number of Schottky defect. If more Schottky defect is present means in crystal it lower its density. For example, theoretical density of vanadium monoxide VO, V means vanadium, O oxygen. So vanadium monoxide calculated using edge length of a unit cell is 6.5 gram centimeter power minus 3, but the actual experimental density is 5.6 gram centimeter minus 3. One example is given for explaining if more Schottky defect is there in crystal means it affects the density. See here example vanadium monoxide, density is expected density is 6.5 gram per centimeter cube, but actual density is 5.6 gram per centimeter cube. It indicates that there is an approximately 14% Schottky defect in VO crystal. 14% Schottky defect in VO crystal. Presence of Schottky defect in the crystal provides simple way by which atoms or ions can move within the crystal lattice. In Schottky defect some of the ions are missed, you know, that cations and anions move within the crystal, that is only given here. So Schottky defect over. What do you mean by Schottky defect? Schottky defect arises due to missing of equal number of cation and anion. Due to this equal number of cation and anion, missing of equal number of cation and ion, it does not affect the stoichiometry of the crystal because the ratio is same only, and this defect exists only in ionic solids contains almost similar size of cation and anion. So size must be similar. The size of cation and anion must be similar, then only this type of defect will exist. And if more number of ions are missing means density also decreases. That is, more number of Scotty defect presence means density also decreases. For understanding that, one example is given. Vanadium monoxide expected density is 6.5 gram per centimeter cube, but actual density is 5.6 gram per centimeter cube. So 0.9 centimeter gram per centimeter cube is decreases. If you calculate the percentage wise means we will get 14% Scotty defect occurs in vanadium monoxide crystal. Due to this presence of Scotty defect, crystal provides a simple way by which atoms or ions can move within the crystal. So this gives the explanation for atoms or ions can move within the crystal. Scotty defects over. Next topic, metal excess defect. Already you know the classifications of points defect. It is classified into stoichiometric defect, non-stoichiometric defect and impurity defect. Stoichiometric defect classified into Scotty and Frenkel. Already we are finished both these defects. Now we are going to calculate, we are going to learn metal excess defect. And next one, metal deficiency defect. Both are coming under the category non-stoichiometric defect. So next topic is metal excess defect. Metal excess defect, that is the heading itself contains the reason. Here metals present excessively. So metal excess defect arises due to the presence of more number of metal ion as compared to anion. Anion means negative species. See this picture. In this picture, totally how many sodiums are present? 24. How many sodium? Sorry, how many chloride? 23. So comparing chloride, here sodium present excessively. How many sodium? 1 sodium. See this picture, how many sodium, that is small space are there. In first row 6, in second row 6, in third row 6, in fourth row 6. So only 24. How many chloride ions are present? In first row, that is large sphere 6, in second row 6, but in third row 5 large sphere only present, and fourth row as usual 6. So total number is 23. From this picture we can understand metal present excessively, so only it is called as metal excess defect. Alkali metal halides like sodium chloride, potassium chloride, NaCl and KCl shows this type of defect. So both are the example for metal excess defect, NaCl and KCl. The electrical neutrality of the crystal maintained by can be maintained by the presence of anionic vacancy equal to the excess metal ion. So this is the anionic vacancy. How many anionic vacancy are there? Only one anionic vacancy, that is equal to the excess metal ion. Totally how many metal ion? 24 sodium and 23 chlorine. So one metal ion present excessively. So one anionic vacancy is equal to excess metal ion, that is one excess metal ion. Both are equal. Or by the presence of extra cation. How many extra cations are there? Only one. So extra cation and electron present in interstitial position. So presence of extra cation and electron present in interstitial position. So only electrical neutrality is maintained. So for maintaining electrical neutrality, the extra metal ion charge is balanced by electron. That's all. For example, NaCl crystal is heated in presence of sodium vapor. NaCl crystal is heated in presence of sodium vapor. Sodium ions are formed from the sodium. It is converted into Na plus by losing electron. The sodium, by losing electron, it is converted into Na plus. So that Na plus ions are formed and are deposited on the surface of crystal. The chloride ion diffuse to the surface from the lattice point and combine with NaCl. The electron lost by the sodium vapor diffuse into the crystal lattice and occupy the vacancy created by Cl minus ion. Such anionic vacancy which are occupied by unpaired electrons are called as F center. Hence, the formula NaCl, usually we write NaCl, that is 1 Na combined with 1 Cl, which contain excess Na plus ions, mean it can return as Na 1 plus X and Cl 1. Chlorine only 1 presents, but sodium more than 1. Excess metal ion is present. So it can be represented by using the formula Na 1 plus X Cl. For understanding that paragraph, see this picture. Before occupying electron, here anion, that is Cl only present. If you assume this is NaCl, if you are heating this in presence of sodium vapor, means in presence of sodium vapor, the sodium losing electron and converted into Na plus. That Na plus is attached with this surface. This chlorine diffuse to the surface and combined with this Na plus. After moving, here this place is empty because that Cl minus goes here and combine with the Na plus. The sodium losing one electron, that electron comes here and occupy the anionic vacancy, that is called as F center. Please listen carefully, my dear student. This is NaCl crystal. If you are heating this NaCl crystal in presence of sodium, means sodium losing electron and converted into Na plus, that Na plus occupying this surface. Before occupying electron, here Cl minus only present, that Cl minus diffuse into the surface and combine with this Na plus. After moving that Cl minus, here this place is empty. This electron comes and occupy this place. So this is called as Farben center. Farben means color center. So that is only given here. NaCl heated in presence of sodium. That sodium losing electron and form Na plus ions and form deposited on the surface. Chloride ion diffuse to the surface and combine with the Na plus. The electron lost by the sodium vapor diffuse into the crystal and occupy the vacancy. Such anionic vacancy which are occupied by the unpaired electron are called as F center. NaCl contains 1 Na and 1 Cl. If excess Na plus ion is present, mean it can be written 1 Cl only, but more than 1, that is 1 plus X sodium ion is present. Next, zinc oxide is colorless at room temperature. When it is heated, it becomes yellow in color. On heating, it loses oxygen and thereby forming free Zn2 plus ion. So the excess Zn2 plus ions move to interstitial sites and the electron also occupy the interstitial position. So zinc oxide is colorless at room temperature, but when on heating means it becomes yellow because it loses oxygen. After losing, it forms Zn2 plus ion. That excess Zn2 plus ion move to interstitial sites and that electron also occupy the interstitial position for balancing the neutrality. That's all. So with this topic, metal excess defects over. Next one, metal